Hello, my name is Josh Van Liew and I will be presenting on Sunday flooding in coastal cities. So what causes this type of flooding in these coastal cities? It all comes down to weather. Usually Sunday floods occur when a storm is in the area. If there is no storm, then a flood is not likely to occur. However, many other weather patterns can cause Sunday flooding. Sunday flooding can also result from hurricanes, tropical cyclones, rising sea levels, and tsunamis. This flooding usually occurs mostly around May through November, as it is the hurricane and tropical storm season. The flooding usually requires a storm to have hit, as well as high tide coming in, thus consequently producing a Sunday flood. These floods usually come in many different magnitudes. The variations in magnitude are mostly due to size and shape of city, as well as urban development and stormproofing the city. However, even though the flood prevention, all U.S. coastal areas reported tidal flooding at an average of 5 times during the year. This number has gradually increased over time and will continue to increase as sea levels rise. The Chesapeake Bay region set new records last year with 22 days of high tide Sunday flooding. By 2050, bad floods will be considered the new usual, and some coastal cities will even experience 170 days of high tide flooding. This no doubt has a societal and economic impacts. Every year there are hundreds of intercoastal floods. They all vary in size and duration. The Sunday floods have taken thousands of homes and destroyed hundreds of businesses. The biggest concern, however, is pushing back of coastal cities. Like I said before, as sea levels rise, the flooding will get worse. Some scientists say that many coastal cities will be completely engulfed by these floods by 2050 and will, in the big picture, have to be relocated. This does not include smaller cities, but larger ones too, such as Miami, Florida, Charleston, South Carolina, and possibly even New York City, eventually. Luckily, due to modern science, we can predict these events and try to prevent them. In the past century, we have tried to use things such as sandbags and construct seawalls to keep the ocean at bay. However, these seawalls can cause major problems. For example, instead of damping the wave energy, these structures simply deflect it to adjacent areas, and then they get the flooding. Although the old ways didn't work extremely well, we are creating new ways to prevent this flooding. One new good way is a permeable pavement that has came out in the past couple years that actually allows floodwaters to seep into the ground and prevent flooding. We need to keep an eye on Sunday flooding in coastal areas because they are on the brink of becoming something that is very problematic. Here are my sources.